Hi everyone, I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of June 2nd. So this week we start off with a lot of strong Gemini energy. We are getting this lineup of planets, it's known as a stellium, happening in the sign of Gemini. So we have the Sun in Gemini, of course, we have Jupiter in Gemini, and we'll also have Venus and Mercury in Gemini this week, plus the Gemini new moon will happen later in the week as well. So, this strong wave of Gemini energy, what can you expect? Well, Gemini energy tends to center all around here, our head, our thoughts, our thought processes. It also is our communication, the way we express ourselves, and then also what we do with our hands, writing, making things with our hands. This is where Gemini energy tends to uh, collect and how we can work with this energy. So, keeping a clear mind, getting our thoughts out on paper, encouraging curious thinking, staying open minded, staying curious, allowing our thoughts to come up and out, giving them space, allowing ourselves to express, communicate, and then allowing ourselves to um, create with our hands as well. These are all ways that we can help to kind of temper this Gemini energy. Really, I think when Gemini energy is strong, I think most of us tend to feel a lot of mental chatter. And sometimes that mental chatter can be awesome and creative, and other times it can be a little detrimental. So I think that's something that we're going to have to watch, especially in the first part of this week. If you're looking to start a journaling practice, this would be a wonderful time to do that. If you want to work on expressing yourself better, communicating better, wonderful time to do that. If you want to write a book, start a podcast, start a blog, open a new social media channel, promote your business on social media, try anything to do with, putting information out there to promote something that you're working on or something that you want to do, perfect time to do it. We really have a lot of support in the cosmic skies right now for expressing ourselves, putting stuff out there, writing, sharing our story, putting our resume out there. A lot of energy to support kind of taking who we are in a way and then kind of putting it out to the world and communicating who we are, what we can offer, what we want to do, and putting that out to the world. So, good week to focus on that. Let's now talk about this Gemini new moon on the 6th, which is going to be kind of the main cosmic event of our week. It falls in the sign of Gemini. And really, there are so many other cosmic alignments happening around this new moon that kind of bring it all back to love. There are so many energies flowing from it that are getting us to focus on our relationships, our heart, and also our idea of love, how we want to receive love, how we want to give love, what love means to us, how we feel loved, or, even our love language, right? So many things concentrated around the energy of love. I think our relationships may be highlighted for us as well. If you have been in a difficult romantic relationship, you may find greater compassion brewing or more understanding, or maybe the two of you are able to have a really thoughtful conversation, or maybe not, and that helps you to know which way to go. This new moon will be clarifying when it comes to love. I also think that this new moon is really calling for us to balance the energy between heart and mind. I don't know. Everyone, I think, is a bit different. I am very in my head a lot of the time, and I definitely need to work on bringing more energy down into my heart to feel, to connect with that feeling place, and to work from there a little bit more. You might be the opposite. You might be very heart driven and not so much in your logical mind. And maybe for you, you need to work on sending energy up to work and be a little bit more connected to your intuition, to your thought processes, to your logical mind. Creating balance between this flow of energy is what this new moon is all about, is what it can help us to achieve. So really kind of being discerning and looking at yourself, looking at your own life and going, Where can I lead with the heart more? Where do I need to lead with my mind more? And how can I bring the two of them into balance? That's what this new moon is really asking us to do. And it seems like it is focused around matters of love and matters of the heart. Um, but I think this can kind of extend out to all areas of our life as well. So, how can you find balance between the feeling and the thinking and trying to get them working in synergy with one another? How can you create balance between what your heart wants and what your mind wants? And how can you allow both of them to have their space and for both of them to kind of sync up so the two feel more harmonious? I don't have the answers for that, but it's something to think about, something to meditate on. I think for me, this week, I'm going to try to be more conscious and more get out of my head and into my heart, into my body, into my feeling space. Maybe you're going to be the same, or maybe for you, you need to get more into your logical mind. How do I think about this? What are the facts around this? How can I look at this in a more black and white way? How can I take emotion out of it? Or maybe you need to do the opposite. So, feeling that out, seeing how that manifests for you. Speaking of manifestation, the Gemini new moon is a wonderful time for manifestation work as well. So, setting our intentions, especially around matters of the heart, I think it's going to be very powerful for that as well. And also, just something to think about, we're kind of halfway through the year, calendar year at this point. And I think the Gemini new moon is a good reminder that no matter how the first 6 months of the year have gone, this is our turning point. We have a turning point. We have 6 months left of this calendar year. How do you want it to go? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to manifest? How do you want the end of 2024 to go? And this is your chance to write that story and to start taking steps to make that a reality for yourself. So if you're not happy with the last 6 months, or maybe you're happy, but if you're not happy, if there are things that you want to do differently, if there are things that you want to do in the last 6 months of this year, this is your time to put that story out to the universe and to start taking steps in that direction. This new moon is really, really going to help you with that. So that's our energy for the week ahead. Oh, one more thing I'm just going to add. I think there's a maturing that's happening as well this week. When I was looking at all of the Gemini energy that we have and then looking at the new moon, it feels like we're maturing in our ideas. It's almost like we start off the week naive or innocent or not knowing, and then by the end of the week, we have this maturity, we have this clarity. That's kind of the energy that we're getting as well. So, just to recap that, strong Gemini energy helping us to express. Then we have this beautiful new moon helping us to balance heart and mind. And then overarching all of that, we have this clarity, this maturing, this deeper understanding brewing as we get to the end of the week. I hope that makes sense. You can find more on all of this at foreverconscious.com. I have your Gemini new moon forecast up, a ritual that you can also do. The ritual is designed to help activate love and compassion, heart opening, and to help you set some nice intentions for the months ahead. And then also, if you want to find out what is happening for the month of June, your full forecast for the month of June is up now as well. All right, I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.